2019, we were community powered. Being a part of a public power utility lays the foundation for an excellent reciprocal relationship with our customers. We provided them with safe, reliable, and economical service 24/7. And they provide us with the inspiration to ensure that we're providing clean, renewable energy, ever-expanding high-speed broadband services, excellent customer experiences, generous employees, and socially responsible practices. Let's hear what it looked like for you to be community powered in 2019.
We passed the 2018 annual review by the State Auditor's Office, marking the 38th consecutive year of receiving a clean audit.
We haven't heard back yet on the CAFR award for the 2018 edition, but we'll cross our fingers and hope for the best. We got this!
With the current market conditions, we are refinancing outstanding bonds, realizing a net present value savings of approximately $7.8 million over the next 20 years of those bonds.
This is great news for the district.
In 2019, we issued over 1,200 purchase orders totaling over $7 million. Pop quiz, what item did we purchase over 15.5 miles of in 2019? Black electrical tape.
That's incredible. We also purchased 34 miles of conduit, 31 miles of wire, and 28 miles of fiber cable.
In 2019, over $3 million in material passed through the warehouse. We issued over 82,000 feet of fiber optic microduct and packed over 940 jobs. Josue packed like 8 of them.
Hey, it was 9.
HR implemented the new Community Engagement Employee Incentive Program, which has been a great way to quantify just how community-powered everyone here is.
We also continued the rollout of paperless time entry, which we are now implementing in some of the shops.
Going into 2020, a new software platform called NeoGov will create a lot of streamlined and paperless processes for our department. We did a lot of work this year to prepare for the changes.
Our very first Health and Wellness Fair was a huge success. We look forward to building on the foundation to continue to grow the event.
The district had 23 internal employee movements in 2019. We also had 13 new hires. Ensuring everyone transitions well and is welcomed warmly is a big deal for us.
We're glad you're here.
The customer service team successfully managed a large shift in personnel.
7 employees left the department for other opportunities, 6 within the utility.
1 employee came back into the department after gaining experience in 2 other departments.
3 employees changed positions within the department. In 2019, we doubled the number of prepaid customers. The new Smart Hub is helping customers understand their usage and billings. Automated calls, emails, and texts ensure timelier customer communication during critical moments of their billing cycle.
Customer service reps have improved the handle ratio on incoming calls from 89% to 95%, which means they've helped an additional 214 more customers by phone each month than the year before.
Through the resources we have to offer, such as prepay, payment options, and AMI meters, we're helping customers manage their debt. There are only 48 accounts that are 90 days past due, all of which either have assistance pledges, payment arrangements, or are on prepay.
Total applications received are up over 40% from last year, which was up from the year before that, and the year before that, and the year before that. You get the picture.
New connections are up over 100% over the last 5 years.
Which means the customers keep submitting apps
over and over and over and over and over again.
We managed to get through a construction season with nearly 70% new staff.
We made great improvements through our service order and workflow processes. These developments help work to move more efficiently between departments across the entire district. The more we all get on the same systems, the better it is for all.
We use the technological advancements in our AMI meters and MDM analytics to completely change the way we view and estimate transformer loading.
The Taunton substation is under construction and now almost complete. Roll the montage.
We did a lot of work in engineering as it relates to our right-of-way requirements with Washington DOT.
In 2019, we started the implementation of a new SCADA system with OSI. It's a massive project and is still a work in progress, but we're gaining ground each week.
We standardized a new SCADA fiber interface cabinet to be deployed at all future recloser and regulator locations to allow for a consistent interface with the grid modernization equipment.
Part of this process is to retrofit regulators with new SEL controls to facilitate communication with the new system.
We did a lot of work with BPA's engineering team to plan for Mason County's future. This includes continued work on acquiring land for the new PUD substation at Potlatch, submitting a line load interconnection request for a new ring bus substation at Clifton Ridge to facilitate future focused needs brought on by WASDOT's Belfair Freight Corridor, and we fixed a distribution impairment to BPA's 115 kV line on Brockdale.
Make-ready engineering and the line crews have been very busy with many electrical make-ready projects for communication attachments and fiber grant projects. These projects have grown a little bit in scope since they are providing an excellent opportunity to clean up the system and address aging infrastructure at the same time.
We also spent a lot of time in 2019 reacting to the City of Shelton projects such as the Downtown Connector Project and the Basin 3 Sidewalk Project. 2020 may include more of the same with the city's Western Gateway Railroad App project.
We are working to get smarter in outage reporting and analysis as we transition to OMS reliability indices generation and tracking from a more manual paper process.
Our infrared team is on track to scan all substations and all three-phase feeders this year. Thanks to the cooperative weather in the fall and the prioritization of this crucial work, we'll be able to tackle some of the heavily loaded single-phase tasks which we haven't been able to get to in past years. This is such a valuable tool to identify problems before they cause outages. Good job, IR team.
It's a constant battle to track down and close open work orders, but we made significant progress on that campaign in 2019. We're on track to be fully caught up in 2020, and after many years, we have several processes in place that will help us to stay on top of it going forward.
In the world of mapping and GIS, we combined our separate telecom data project into our electrical data. This means we stopped using two separate NISC platforms for staking and mapping and built a whole new set of MXDs for mapping tools. In addition to the efficiencies gained in mapping and GIS, this allows us to save time in engineering design and work order management. It also unlocks better data access across divisions.
We also automated our TPK process, which means map files in AppSuite on the iPads are updated weekly on Saturdays instead of quarterly. This means there's more up-to-date data, more readily available for all employees, creating a safer and more efficient approach to work.
District iPads using AppSuites can now link to Vault, which allows any employee to view useful data such as poll pictures, splice point and cabinet details, System 1 lines, employee numbers, gate codes, major circuit diagrams, and more.
We also initiated the device ID process for streetlights in GIS, which will help us to better track and audit street lighting by tying each specific light in GIS back to CIS billing.
We've made significant strides in updating assemblies and ensuring each drawing is updated.
We used inspections to pre-qualify our spray route for 2019. This data allowed us to intelligently create a route for Ashland to successfully spray all sites in just one work week.
We started doing a CT audit this year using NISC's inspection software, which ensures we are measuring electricity usage accurately, reliably, and safely.
Operations worked tirelessly on many projects throughout the district this year. We were able to replace aging infrastructure in Lake Cushman, Division 18, Southwest Mason County, Highway 108, Elk Ridge, Cedar Creek, and many other locations. The work performed by our crews and the outage teams during February's historic snowstorm stands out as a highlight to me. I'm proud of the way we worked together to get power restored as quickly and as safely as possible, even in the most adverse conditions. That's being community powered.
The new radio system is definitely better performing and more reliable. It will continue to be a work in progress as we identify areas of no coverage and work to install infill stations.
Explanation and demonstration should be the first two steps to proper quality on-the-job training. Having Airlift Northwest land a helicopter on property was a good real-life visual aid for those in attendance to demonstrate setting up an LZ in the event of any emergency requiring an airlift. Also, having the assistant director of the NJATC tree apprenticeship program demonstrate proper chainsaw safety, discuss rigging techniques, and perform realistic tree removal was a useful lesson for the seasoned worker and a great addition to crucial training for those that had less exposure.
The Stop the Bleed training was a great eye-opener for all employees. As with all emergencies, no one wants to think it will happen to them. But the more we're exposed to these types of conversations and skills, the better we might be able to assist someone in need and potentially save a life.
The telecom department had one of its biggest years yet. We connected the Little Noatzel, Island Shores, Murphy Derman, and Mandy Lane fiber hoods. Construction is underway for Zephyr Ruse, Grape Lane, and Channel Point fiber hoods as well.
We also performed other maintenance-related Pocket RC network builds in Lake Limerick, West Spencer Lake, Miriam Knight, Island Lake Road, Hillcrest, and Arcadia and Lynch Road out near Forbes Lake.
We did massive prep work for several large fiber-to-the-home networks built in 2020. Southwest Mason County, Highway 108 in Hurley-Waldrop, Shelton Matlock Road, Shelton Valley Road, and Tahuya River Valley and Lake Christine.
We ordered a new co-location building for additional capacity and more reliable service for all customers south of Shelton.
We brought 10 gig distribution out to the whole network, enabling super fast speeds for our customers.
We also installed an 11 gigahertz microwave shot from Camilchi Tower to North Mountain, then from North Mountain to Lake Cushman. This will provide for redundant service to several critical communication sites.
We were also awarded a second CERB grant and loan to go with the first one. In total, we're receiving approximately $3 million in financial assistance to build fiber hoods for a handful of communities across Mason County, providing gigabit broadband to over 1,200 homes and businesses.
And we're super stoked to announce that we just received a $2.5 million 100% grant from the USDA RUS Reconnect program to build a fiber to the home network to 250 unserved homes in the Three Fingers area of Grapeview.
The Conservation Department achieved another year of strong energy savings in 2019. We completed 363 total projects, ranging from heat pumps to commercial lighting, saving over 2 million kilowatt hours in the process.
We were recently awarded the Smart Energy Provider designation by the American Public Power Association. This award speaks to our utility's commitment to energy efficiency and a solutions-oriented future. We're also happy to report that the State Auditor's Office gave the district another clean bill of health when auditing both conservation targets and achievements.
In 2019, we worked with solar installers and customers as projects transitioned to more commercial services.
In 2020, we are enthusiastic to roll out new incentives for electric vehicle charging stations.
We developed and adopted a new EV rate for public charging infrastructure here in Mason County. Electric vehicles are going to play a significant impact in PUD3's future. With our new Chevy Bolt and a brand new electrification of transportation plan, we'll be ready to support this shift with clean energy.
We completed a major update to the district's policies. This ensures consistencies in processes and compliance while we onboard many new employees.
We provided continuing training, hands-on support, and monthly monitoring regarding the PUD email Outlook Quick File project.
We responded promptly to 92 public records requests.
Using scanning equipment obtained through a successful grant application, we have generated approximately 4,300 electronic TIFF files of PUD work order documents. All have been scanned and content has been carefully quality checked. It's now ready for uploading into NISC for easy access for all users, whether in the field or office.
Side note, this project is staffed only with 2 part-time scanning intern positions, and there's a long way to go, 9 years by my calculation, to project completion. But it's a strong start in the right direction. We completed the migration from the old file server to new file server, implementing an organized and uniform file structure for each department. We also launched the new Laserfish electronic content management system with a goal of improving agency processing, capture, and management of important documents such as contracts and agreements.
This year, we completed the reboot of the Joint Use Program. The district facilitated an extensive public input process and coordinated with the licensees during the past year to develop an updated and uniform pole attachment license agreement.
This process included significant engagement with and feedback from licensees. During that time, the district considered and implemented a number of requested edits and ultimately finalized the current program parameters.
We also won Most Creative for our entry in the Forest Festival Parade and first place in the Commercial Division for our entry in the Christmastown USA Parade. Not only did we light the green Christmas tree in Post Office Park, but we also lit the huge tree at the Mason County Courthouse and participated in the Guinness World Record for most lit Christmas trees, now set at 797 trees.
This year we opened the new Belfair Payment Center for a better customer service experience in North Mason County.
This year we also completed a full security system upgrade. We performed HVAC maintenance, cleaned the solar PV arrays, and installed new heaters in the warehouses.
Our monthly generator inspection and testing program is ensuring we have reliable resources to serve customers even when trouble hits.
We built a room for nursing mothers in the downtown payment center, and we did several small remodels at the Johns Prairie Operations Center.
The PUD celebrated its 80th anniversary in 2019. We commemorated this by publishing a history book, hosting a customer appreciation barbecue, featuring historical pictures in our calendar and on social media, and we launched a great new logo.
The communications team rolled out a brand new intranet to allow access to important district information to all employees.
We brought home 9 communications awards from NWPPA, including the Tom Hogan Award for the best overall communications effort.
138 people registered for the Shuck and Share this year. Over $3,000 was raised for Project Share to assist those who may need a little help with their electricity bill.
We're a very generous group of employees. Your willingness to lend a hand all year long is felt throughout the community. This past year, our employees self-reported donations of over $32,000 to community organizations.
And this is in addition to over 3,300 volunteer hours. Way to go, team!
All put together in 2019, we reached new heights. I'm very proud of the work that we have done. It's going to be difficult to beat these new heights, but we have a lot of goals still ahead. There's much on the horizon. I'm confident in your abilities because we are good at executing our goals. Together, I know we will exceed these targets in 2020 and beyond. And that's community powered.